Hi everyone, welcome back to Origami Canada. Today, I'll be showing you how to make the blue whale. Let's get started. So I like to use a sheet of paper where the front is one color and the back is another color for this because as you can see, the belly area is white and the body is blue. You can still make this with just regular paper, but I think it looks a little better if you use this kind of paper. So, we're gonna start by folding the sheet of paper diagonally. And again, you wanna line up the corners first, and then you'll see you'll produce really sharp corners here. We're gonna open it up, and we're gonna fold the other diagonal as well. Use the side of your fingertip to scratch the fold. Now we get an X in the middle. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fold a side, an edge to the middle, like this. We're gonna repeat on the other side like this. So we have something like this. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this corner up against the base of the triangle here. And we're just gonna open up these two original flaps. So now we have this diamond shape, as you can see. Now we're gonna flip to the back real quick of the diamond shape, and you can turn the diamond to the side like this. We're going to fold this corner to the middle line here, like this. And if you do it correctly, this corner should also hit exactly where these 2 points intersect, as you can see. Like so. And we're gonna align this edge to the left edge here. Just folding up a triangle like that. Perfect, like this. And we're just gonna repeat the same steps on the right side. So remember, it was this corner to the middle line here. I'm just gonna move that away while I do this, but fold it to the middle line here. And then remember what I said, this corner should hit on where the 2 intersected, like that. And then again, this edge to this edge here. And after you line everything up, it should look something like this. And what we're gonna do now is note the diagonal crease here, right? The crease that we had from first step. We're gonna pinch that, and then sort of, this is called a swivel fold, but you're gonna pinch that and then rotate the top so that you fold a triangle down like this. I'm gonna rotate it and show you guys like this. So we pinched the diagonal crease, and then we also creased this line so everything is lined up nice and clean. And I'll show you the other side. This might be a little bit difficult, but I'll show you the other side slowly as well. So pinch this and then bring this down a little bit so that we can make that really nice and sharp crease here in the middle. So these are gonna be the fins of the whale. Now we're gonna go to the back real quick. I'm gonna fold this corner up like this. And the top, we're just gonna fold a corner to the middle like this. And then the same thing here. So the two corners, just fold them to the middle, and then this layer, just fold it on top like this. And it should look something like this on the back. Now we're gonna go back to the front and fold the model in half downwards like this, with the fin triangle being on the outside. And you notice how there should be there's a slant here, right? As you can see. We want to make a fold right on that slant. So just make a crease right on that slant. And then I'm going to open up this through the middle, so through the back. And then just inside reverse fold that previous crease we just made. Like this. So again, I folded this part down first to make the crease, and then I went to the middle and just pinched it down. And make sure you're scratching the crease down when you make the inside reverse fold. Okay, now we're gonna revert real quick back to this form again. Over here. Okay, so on this side, just going to open up the middle here. And you see how there's a triangle in the middle here if you open it up, and you just want to fold that down. Everything else is the same. It was like this before. We just opened up the middle and brought this inner triangle flap down. This kind of locks the body. I'm just gonna flatten everything. So now you see there's an extra bit of a corner here. So before, again, it was folded up. We opened the middle and then folded that down. That's all we did. So now we're gonna fold this in half again. And then because we made that crease earlier, we're just gonna inside reverse fold that. Don't touch this part just yet, but just inside reverse fold what we just did a step earlier. And then for the front over here, we're gonna pull this part up like this. So I'll show you one more time. It was folded like this into 3 flaps. Just gonna pull the middle and then pull it up. So we get a shape like this. And you can probably notice already, this is one of the fin, this is another fin, and this is the tail. And this is just gonna be the head. And we wanna lock the body right now because if you take a look from the top view, it still tends to split apart. So to lock the body is quite straightforward. We're gonna fold this edge just on the top edge of the head over here, like this. Fold it down like that. And then fold this right on top of that edge. Like this. And we're just gonna tuck it sort of between the layers. And now we're left with this fin. You could leave it if you're making a shark, for example, but we're making a whale, so we don't really need that fin. And what we're gonna do is just sort of fold it on this side and then just hide it inside. That way the body is nice and tight and it's like locked now, as you can see. Awesome. Now we can work on the tail. So this triangle, the extra triangle at the bottom, I'm just gonna fold that up right along the base like this. Just fold it up like this, unfold it, and then use that crease we just made for an inside reverse fold again. So open up from the top and then push that triangle up like this. And then this extra triangle, we're just gonna do another inside reverse fold to get rid of this, basically. So like this. Once you get better at this, you don't have to pre-crease. You can just fold right away. So there we go. We got the separation of the two portions of the tail. But but this part seems a little loose. So what we're actually gonna do is, if you look at the bottom side of the whale, so the bottom side here, there's actually another tab here that you can kind of just pull up like that. Because we folded the tail together with this triangle folded, I'm just gonna go to the bottom of the whale and then pull that thing out like this. And then I'm gonna move the tail open like this. I'm just gonna move that on the side real quick. And then the top of this triangle, I'm just gonna fold right to where the tail separates. So just at the bottom of this corner here. So make the fold. And then we already have the creases from before. Like there's this line here and there's also another line here. This line and this line. So we're just gonna bring those two lines together and then squash fold so that the corners are sharp basically. So bring that crease in and then make sure the corner is sharp here. Doesn't have to be look too pretty over here. You won't really see this part. Okay, and we're just gonna fold that right back. And we still have this extra bit. We're just gonna fold this down like this and then open up one layer, because when we folded it down, we brought everything down and there's two layers. So if we fold one layer down, or if you fold both down and you open up one layer, and you can flatten out this section to make a triangle and just wrap it to the back. So I'll show you one more time what I did. I just folded one flap down, squashed it, and then wrapped the edge to the back like that. So that's it for the tail. Oh, one more thing you can do for the tail is you can just hide whatever you folded back inside this layer so you don't see the white color over here. So that is the tail, and we're gonna make that look more like a tail soon. But now we're gonna work on the fin. So what we're gonna do for the fin is first grab the corner from the front, like the front side of the corner, and just align it with the tip of the head basically, or the top of the head. So you're gonna pinch it down like this, and I'm only folding the front side of the fin. So this is the front side. I'm only folding the front side of the fin because the back side, we're actually gonna try to make this part sharp and curl up the back side like that. So it's like a swivel fold kind of. So if you were to just, let me reset it to what it looked like before. If you were just to fold this corner to the top of the head, that will bring this layer all the way to the tail. Instead, what we wanna do is fold it down and then do this. So we make the fin sharp, and also we stop right here. The fold on this side will stop right here. And I'll show you on the back again. So again, from the front side, this side, I'm gonna align this corner to the top of the head here. Like this. See how it's aligned? And then, yeah, and then the other, so the back, just gonna try to make this part look sharp and flatten. So the fold ends right here instead of bringing everything down like that. So that is how we make the fin sharp and how we bring it basically to the right position. And now we want to make the coloration. So like the belly is white. And so how do we do that? Well, it's actually really easy. So from the bottom of what we just folded here, like where this ends over here, I'm just gonna fold a line that connects this and the tip of the head like that. And then from here, connect from here to where this part ends for the tail. Like that. It's approximate, it doesn't have to be exact, but I'm trying to adjust it so it ends sort of where what we basically did at the tail. And then after we have those creases, we just want to fold them behind so they're folded in the layer, and that just shows the clean white coloration of this layer. This one is the same. Just fold it behind. And you see how we expose ourselves to a really clean white belly? So same thing on the back. So I'm gonna fold on the front first. So from this point to the tip of the head, like that. And then I'll just fold it to the back, like this. And then from this point to where the tail sort of separates. So around there. And then again, gonna fold this crease to the back as well. Okay, so we're basically done all the major folding parts. Now we're gonna convert this into a whale. First is the fin. So the fin, obviously we folded it to the top of the head. Just gonna fold it down gently like that. Make sure they look horizontal, like this. And then the head, how do we make this more three-dimensional? So if we kind of put a finger in the bottom of the whale, and you'll kind of see the head has these two lines that you can kind of flatten. Like you can fold on these lines, and then that will allow the front of the head to kind of flatten out like this. And that's what makes the model three-dimensional. And what I usually like to do is I fold the tip of the mouth in half downwards. So basically pinch it in half downwards, and then just pinch the tip of the mouth, and then let other sections around it have like a curve. And I think that looks really nice like this. And of course, these two creases, you don't have to make very sharp. They're just sort of guidelines for you to make the whale look 3D. And of course, the tail, what you're gonna do is from the separation, you're just gonna send those two fins downwards like this. And give it a little bit of a roll. Yeah, this kind of slid out, but I think it will look better if it's hidden under this blue layer. Yeah, and if you give it a little curl, then it will look a lot like a blue whale fin tail. And the fins, you can also give it a little curl. And there we go. Blue whale. Well, that's it for the blue whale. I hope you guys liked this model. I know it's a little bit more on the difficult side, but I hope you enjoyed watching it and try to learn from it. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching. See you next time.